The following is a short story inspired by a podcast interview on Diary of a CEO between Steven Bartlett and Andrew Bustamante. And the title of the story is Focusing the Lens: A Photographer's Rise. The sun was setting over the tranquil streets of Plumas Lake, California, as Caleb finished his last DoorDash delivery of the day. At 30, he felt stuck in a rut, his dreams of becoming a successful photographer and content creator seeming as distant as the Sacramento skyline on the horizon. That evening, scrolling through podcasts in his car, Caleb stumbled upon an interview with Andrew Bustamante, a former CIA officer. Bustamante's words about breaking free from mental sheds and rapidly acquiring new skills resonated deeply with him. It was time for a change. Caleb had already invested in decent camera equipment and editing software, and had even done a few photo shoots for female friends. But he knew he needed more than just gear to succeed. He needed a strategy. The next day, Caleb shared his newfound motivation with his family over dinner. His parents were supportive but cautious, while his brother Samuel was enthusiastic. "This Bustamante guy sounds legit," Samuel said. "But you've got to apply what you learn, not just listen to it." Caleb nodded, determined. He decided to give himself 13 months to turn his passion into a profitable business. He started by applying Bustamante's RICE framework: reward, ideology, coercion, ego, to understand his own motivations and those of potential clients. He realized that his unique perspective as a young black man in Plumas Lake could be an asset, not a hindrance. There was a story to be told through his lens, one that could resonate with a diverse audience. Caleb began by reaching out to local businesses in Plumas Lake and nearby Yuba City, offering to create content for their social media. Many declined, but a few took a chance on him. He applied the 4 C's of influence: consideration, consistency, collaboration, and control to build and maintain these relationships. As weeks turned into months, Caleb found himself struggling against the comfort of his old routine. The steady income from DoorDash was a safety net he found hard to let go of. But he remembered Bustamante's words about the perfection paradox and pushed himself to execute rather than overthink. He started a YouTube channel documenting the hidden beauty of Plumas Lake and the surrounding areas, showcasing the diversity of the community. His unique eye for capturing the intersection of cultures in the area started to gain attention. 4 months in, Caleb landed his first big client, a local winery looking to appeal to a younger, more diverse crowd. The owner had seen Caleb's YouTube videos and appreciated his fresh perspective. This opportunity allowed Caleb to apply Bustamante's lessons on rapid skill acquisition, quickly learning about wine photography and content creation for the industry. As his client base grew, Caleb faced new challenges. Managing time, dealing with difficult clients, and maintaining creativity under pressure tested his resolve. He often found himself revisiting Bustamante's interview, drawing new insights each time. 9 months into his journey, Caleb hit a plateau. His income had grown, but not nearly to the level he aspired to. Feeling discouraged, he confided in his brother. Samuel reminded him of Bustamante's emphasis on polarization and building a brand. "Maybe it's time to really lean into what makes you unique," he suggested. Taking this advice to heart, Caleb launched a bold new project, Unseen America, a photo series and accompanying content that highlighted overlooked stories from communities like Plumas Lake across the country. The series went viral, catching the eye of major brands and publications. In the final months of his 13-month challenge, Caleb's business exploded. His unique blend of technical skill, cultural insight, and strategic thinking, honed through the application of Bustamante's teachings, set him apart in a crowded field. As the 13th month drew to a close, Caleb sat in his new studio in downtown Plumas Lake reviewing his finances. He had done it. His average monthly net income had reached $29,000. But more than the money, Caleb felt a sense of personal growth and purpose he had never experienced before. His phone buzzed with a text from a new client, a major tech company wanting to feature everyday American stories in their next campaign. As he began to plan the shoot, Caleb smiled, thinking of how far he'd come. From a DoorDash driver with a dream to a sought-after photographer and content creator, Caleb had not just changed his own life. He was changing the way people saw his community, his culture, and the hidden stories of America. And it all started with the decision to break free from his mental shed and see the world and himself through a new lens. Now, I'm not just a photographer, I'm a storyteller, changing how my community is seen through my work. I hope my story inspires you to listen and act on your aspirations.